point away from the title they so badly seek, and just as well for them in a ground where they find it very difficult that they've got a very strong team out in deep. And surely most surprising of all, the return of Gary Stevens. He was taken off 2 weeks ago with a possible broken leg. It turned out to be very, very badly strained muscles, and he's made a miraculous recovery. And as the rain lashes down, the man in charge, Brian McGinley, who's going to get a right soaking out there this afternoon. Dundee United about to start this game into the driving rain, and in 1976 Rangers came here needing to win the championship, and Derek Johnson scored in exactly 22 seconds. I doubt very much if it's going to be as rapid as that today, if at all, because you could see quite clearly that tangible feel of determination about the United players as they came out this afternoon. This is going to be a real fight, a cup tie if you like. The conditions are beginning to get appalling for the spectators out in the open, but it won't do the field any harm at all. We're actually watering it today. It can take all the rain and wetness it can get, and that is a goal kick. Butcher, here's Monroe. Well, Dundee United are trying to make sure that Rangers don't settle in any way. That was from the back, and that's a free kick. Well, that may have taken a deflection off Walter's foot. Referee didn't think so. There's McCoist. Walters. No, he threw himself. Beautiful little pirouette, but he definitely threw himself eventually. The great thing about Walters is his desire to turn on the skills very quickly. Almost came out for him, but a little bit of acting at the end. Johnson onto McCoist. McInally, good little combined piece of play by two Rangers strikers. Neither side have got it going in midfield yet. The boiler room of the game is still to be taken into possession by somebody. Nobody really in command. Nearly in two minds there. That looked like nerves, which is very surprising for the likes of Neri. Johnson turns on it, and that's a corner kick. I think Richard Gough will also drop this time. As Butcher gets it tucked off, Johnston, corner kick. Well, I think Ali McCoist was shouting at Johnson for the pass there. Now, very good touch on there. Gough was too close to make the shot, and Johnson made it, and I don't know why Ali's appealing there, because Johnson could do nothing else. Free kick, goalkeeper fouled. Paul Sturrock. And I think a long career for Paul is certain in football as a coach. Richard Goff. Spackman. Johnston, Spackman, couldn't get it back again. That's out. Madeleine. Nice done by French. French does very well on that. Easily taken by Woods again. It was a dangerous ball by Woods. Oh, great save and a great effort by McAnally, which came from the goalkeeper's own carelessness. And if ever a man retrieved a situation, it was this. Bad ball and in. Very clever shot by McAnally. Brilliantly saved. No, Fatalainen on up and under. Wells does well. That was awkward, and Jackson penalised that time. Richard Gobb puts it in. Not the best free kick. Walters. There's McCoist. For the Rangers. Walters gets a corner this time. Worked hard. Here, postman puts it is in for the touch, doesn't quite get that. No outside, Butcher's up for that. And I think a free kick, yes. And I think the referee will have a word with Butcher for that challenge. Now the young goalkeeper under pressure, and Butcher up. Well, he seemed to go after the ball. Didn't seem it was a natural clash. Nothing malicious about it. On to Spackman. Ball doesn't go with him though. Here's Monroe. Good tackling though. That's excellent play by United. First really combined move we've seen in midfield for about 20 minutes or so. That'll be a free kick. Nearly wanted to take it quickly. Telling the Rangers defensive wall to get further and further back. Certainly Preston was poised. Only rather ruined that. Well, that was a great save by Trevor Stephen. I think the Rangers defenders thought that that had all frittered out aimlessly, and then suddenly that ball that you'll now see bothered them, and watch Trevor Stevens' part in this. Look, that might have been a goal. That's great play. Trevor Stephen. Oh, McAnally's been playing brilliantly for United. That was another great challenge. Here's Derek Ferguson. McCoist. And Alan Bain really pushed to get that. And frankly, I think Rangers are more dangerous when they've been pushed back into defence. Forward come United, and then they hit, or nearly hit, McCoist and Johnson up front. And watch this beautiful little dummy there by McCoist. And Alec Cleland came across. Didn't get it properly, but the goalkeeper did. We've now played 45 minutes, according to my watch. Still nothing each. And there goes the half-time whistle of what has been a very interesting and absorbing match. Not the most fluidly exciting game I've ever watched, but there is a tension to it, which is not at all surprising. And I think it may be affecting particularly the midfield players, which has suffered from congestion, a little bit of anxiety in getting rid of the ball much too quickly. And if anybody can find the poise, that might be the key to the opening up of this game. Well, one hopes that somebody on either side can settle down and we see a bit more football, the kind we might have expected. And I may say there are hundreds outside the ground. I just had a look during half-time down Tannadice Street there, hundreds outside. I haven't seen this game without tickets, Rangers supporters. And that's perhaps not at all surprising, and there is an early mistake. Corner kick. It's very deep, read by Richard Goff. Oh, right away by Butcher. Good start by United. Butcher just gets this, Spackman. Krivokapic. Just taken away by Spackman. Looked like hands to me, Patalainen, and in comes Stephen again. You cannot speak highly enough of the way the man has committed himself to this game. There he is. His defensive work has been 100%. At which you might say, well, what's he like up front? Well, he's done what's been asked of him. He's stepped in and done vital things for Rangers at important times. There's Monroe. For the short one, Adam McCoist. There's Walters. Little chip, nobody in there for Rangers. Well, Richard Goff only sweeps it round. And there goes Darren Jackson. Rangers trying to get back. Preston. Nicely back. Oh, it's a great save! Marvellous effort by McKinley. And we've had a great start to this half. Now watch this. Full marks to McKinley for the way he tried to take on a very experienced goalkeeper indeed. And it shows here, doesn't it? Look at that covering and that athleticism. Butcher's there. Rangers really under pressure. Oh, Walters. And not enough Rangers players forward for that. Here's Welsh. United playing well at the moment. McInally. Richard Goff is there. Ferguson can't go in and the boot is up high. And the play is flowing past that pair there. Spackman and Ferguson not really gripped midfield yet for Rangers. Madalainen. Been all Dundee United so far. Rangers supporters trying to lift the team up. Really taken something of a pummeling by United in this first 5 minutes of the second half. That was late, and that will be a booking. Either a booking or a real wigging from the referee, one or other. Well, he's been spoken to. Gary Stevens. Played by Jackson. Ferguson. Neary. Trevor Stephen, beautifully round. Here's Walters. High start, well up. Derek Ferguson. Just touched away, and it's Cleland who came right across. Rangers now responding to that great start by United. There's McCoy Johnson with a chance. He's done it! No. The flag was up. Quickly to Butcher, Rangers wanting to push the game forward again. Welsh. Butcher on his own. Head for Stephen. Just kept in, but falls very neatly to Preston. Kinley. Much more open game this half. United come forward a bit more. Spackman comes away to Johnston. On to Ali McCoist. Can't keep it in. Ten minutes of the second half gone. I said a more open, more elastic kind of game, bit of more movement in it. I think largely because United have started off with the intention of having a real go at Rangers. Spackman was up. Bit of a congestion of Rangers players over. Here's Johnston. McInally. Butcher. Did that very well indeed. Really being harassed by him, he's French. Neary. Rather obvious ball there by David Neary. Trying to get Walters onto it. There's Johnson. Walters didn't quite take the ball with him. Ferguson. Does Spackman. Monroe. Not enough elevation in that. Monroe with it. Trevor Stevens, a great goal! Oh, that was a superb goal by the man who I think has been the outstanding player afield, and watch the way he clinically finished that off. Maine with no chance. 13 minutes gone, Rangers take the lead. Well, I said the game was more open, and United, to their credit, had to have a go at Rangers, and that opened them up more. And even out in the street, the Rangers supporters are celebrating. And obviously had it by listening to the Radio Scotland commentary. But I think they would have had that roar in Mars, frankly. And I think the referee's going to have a admonitory word, I think you can call it. So, McInally to take it. Butcher's almost there. Oh, that's Spatalainen. It came to him too quickly. Now watch this again. That bothered the Rangers defence. That was nicely nudged out there. That's all he could do and watch Federline, and it came to him far too quickly. I think Ferguson's coming off. Yes, there he is. And John Brown is on. A man for all seasons and all positions, as it were. Stephen is up there again. Goff. David Neary. There's Richard Goff. That's a free kick. Yes, cumbersome the way they brought down Patalainen. It was John Brown, newly on. Tempting ball, Goff is there though. Stephen again. Great play by Stephen. Oh, that's a nice ball, Walters. Walters going through. And what's been given? Well, well, well. I think a free kick's been given for United. Well, judge us for yourself. Nice little ball by Maurice Johnson. Well, they were both at it. And certainly Walters eventually was, that's for sure. Neary wants to come forward. More and more in this game. There he is. Good understanding. Neary tries to go up there. There's Walters, not quite there. More pressure by United. Monroe. McInally. Stevens. Goalkeeper fouled. And the big Finnish internationalist not too happy with the referee. Stephen. Free kick to United, and Maurice Johnson is going to be booked for throwing the ball away. Well, the referee's quite right. Butcher's in now, Walters. Free kick, and there's a booking for McKinley for remonstrating. Richard Goff putting in a sporting mud for him. No chance with Mr. McKinley. Stephen, great header. Here's John Brown. Now the break. It's young boy O'Neill who really impressed me at Pittodrie, number 14. Neary. Spackman is in there, free kick. Definitely late there. Seeing much more of United now. Ali McCoy's chasing after this. And Rangers had everybody back in defence. John Brown. Now Walters after it. I think the ball's gone over. Yes, throw to United. Gobb just getting there. Spackman. I think he got one right on the mouth. I think this is the first visit by any of the physios today, Phil Bosmore. Well, there's a bad sight for you. I know a restaurant that Richard Goff dots into on a Saturday night occasionally, and I think they might not see him tonight, maybe in his bed early. That is an arm, free kick. Well, I'm sure about 40 to 50,000 Rangers supporters would like to have been in this afternoon. Now Richard Goff to McCoist. Trevor Stephen. And he'd have been thrown to Dundee United. Only seconds remaining. That's a useful ball, but the game really is all over. United would have to score twice now. Rangers leading by 1-0. The championship only seconds away. Rangers have applied themselves to this match exactly as the manager wanted, and perhaps not surprisingly taking the time about absolutely everything. An expectant Ranger support, just waiting for Brian McGinley to lift the whistle to his lips to play for them the rhapsody of the season, the final whistle. It must be very near. That's Johnston picks up now. Now Walters. It's back. Oh, almost to Stephen. Well picked up there by Cleland, and we're now almost 2 minutes into injury time. There's Butcher. Oh, he did that brilliantly. And there it goes. Rangers are the champions. And some Rangers supporters have got onto the field. Absolute exultation. Some supporters have got through the police cordon, and the Rangers players are having to go off the field. There we are, 1 goal did it, 1 single goal. And there are the supporters trying to celebrate with the players. And the police have not been able to keep the support on the other side. And a goal by Trevor Stephen did it. A goal that was scored in only 13 minutes of the second half. A beautiful cross from Monroe, floated across the crowded Dundee United penalty area. And there was the English internationalist to rise up and head majestically into the net. It was a tight, ferocious game filled with a lot of tension. But nevertheless, Rangers applied themselves the way the manager had expected. They certainly defended well when necessary. Chris Wood was outstanding. But definitely Trevor Stephen is a hero for Rangers with that glorious headed goal.
Go Johnson! Hey, come here! Hey, how does it feel, your first championship win with Rangers?
Tremendous victory. Obviously come up in Tannadice and won by 1-0 and won a championship. It's a memorable occasion.
I bet you'll enjoy these celebrations as these fans
tremendous.
back you all the way, because it's been an astonishing season for you.
Yeah, it's been a great season. I won many trophies from them. And obviously winning a championship my first season, I'm delighted.
You must have thought long and hard what you had to do last summer. Has it been all worthwhile?
Yes, very much so. The management have backed me, the fans have backed me. Most of all, the players have backed me. I'm delighted.
So all these fans watching us tonight, what have you got to say to them?
It's just tremendous the way they've supported me and the club. The way the players have responded to them is tremendous. Thanks very much.
Well, enjoy the celebrations, Alistair. Here, tell me this. Have you enjoyed this?
This is fantastic. This is what you set out for at the start of the season, pre-season training and all that stuff, and this is what we're reaping the benefits now.
It's been a crazy season in many ways. You had a big hiccup in the middle of it. Did you have any doubts that Rangers would win the title?
We had a big hiccup at the start of it when we didn't start too well. and the only incentive we needed was press boys writing us off. I think we only took 1 point early on, and we knew we've got the best footballing squad in Scotland, if not Britain, and that's the way it turned out. We're the champions, and that's what it's all about.
What do you plan to do tonight?
I'm staying a night check.
I don't know whether you can hear them or not, Graham, but Rangers supporters are still singing out there. You must be, I think, enjoying it both for the players and the supporters.
Yeah, because both the supporters and the players at the beginning of the season had to take a fair bit of stick because we didn't start well. And even at that time, actually, I felt we were playing good football and we weren't getting the results that our football warranted. We've turned that round, they've showed great character, and apart from the period after we went 7 points in front, they've been great professionals.
Do you feel any sense of relief as well? I mean,
I think any manager who gets themselves into, or fortunate enough to get themselves into the situation we got ourselves in, by being 7 points in front, you worry that the crowd lose their momentum. They feel it's already over. Your players maybe play that way as well, and it's hard to get back. You know, they say in football you can start well and come down a gear. You can't start slowly and go up a gear. And I was a wee bit worried after we had played badly against Hibs at home and lost to Hibs. We just didn't compete. We felt, maybe believe what had been written and what had been said in newspapers.
Now, obviously there's a difference between winning the league championship and playing in Europe. Because people do expect you to pick up the championship and then go on and do well in Europe itself. That's always going to be demanded of you.
Yeah, when I came here I said that the priority is and always will be the championship. We've managed to do that 3 times now, out the 4 seasons. It will be at the start of next season as well, actually. The priority is the championship, because that, and I'm not saying anybody can win a cup. You need a lot of luck to win a cup, and as smaller teams have proved in recent years, if you have a wee bit of luck and you ride your luck, you can go on and win it.
Yeah, but
now, for us, for us to go and win the European Cup, there's a lot of factors involved. I mean, we have never, in the 4 years we've been involved in European competitions, we've never gone out to a bad side. Every side has been a quality side. You know, 3 West German teams. You know, still we get to the final of the European Cup. We haven't gone out to bad teams.
But I think people now expect you to do something there.
I mean, for us to go and do well in Europe, our football doesn't lend itself to doing well in European competitions. Either the amount of games you play, the style of football's played. It doesn't lend itself for you to change your system, change your players, to go all of a sudden do well in European football. Our football demands a certain type of player.
Well,
it's a catch-22 for us.
Sure. If you were going to strengthen your team, which everybody expects you would do, would it be in terms of winning the championship again, or would you be thinking of Europe?
I'm hoping, and I was part of it. I was fortunate enough to play at Liverpool where we had the right balance, where we had the grit that's required for the British game, and we had enough flair to go and compete against these people you're talking about, the best of the Italians, the best of the French, and the best of the West Germans. We managed to cross that bridge. Now that's something we must look at. But I would say the Premier League is a harder league to win than the English First Division. The 4 times when you play each other does not help. Does not help if you're looking further ahead, i.e. to do well in European competition.
You're helped out, I think, by the kind of player who might not immediately catch the eye in the traditional Scottish sense. And I'm talking about a player like Trevor Steven, who I thought was, I think, demonstrated today exactly why the coaching side of football likes him.
Well, can I be a bit more blunt than that? The people who know about football like him. The people who understand football like Trevor Steven. They like Gary Steven. The people who criticise him, with all due respect, don't know too much about football.
He had good defensive qualities today, apart from scoring that goal.
He's a dream to have in your team. He'll score goals for you. Not a lot of goals. He'll stop goals for you. And the amount of work he does between either box, it's phenomenal.
Good goal too.
Great goal. I was fortunate. I was right behind it when it left his head. I could see it all the way. It's wrong for me to pick him out, but you picked him out because he's had criticism of certain people.
As an example of the kind of player you want.
For a manager, there's any manager in Britain today, and a lot of them on the continent, would take Trevor Steven in a minute.
Can you give me any clues as to who you might like to see at Ibrox next season?
No.
I thought, thank you for that loquacious reply, Mr. Souness. Are you going to enjoy yourself down right?
If I could use the word to best describe it, yeah, I'm going away to have a drink or 2, yes, and really enjoy myself.
Well, let's see you walking back.
Just a little thought from my dad, who's in hospital at the moment.
Oh, really?
He went through an operation on Thursday. You know, I'm going to see him now, so I'll see you shortly, Dad.
Will he be allowed to stay up and watch the game?
I don't know. He's over 16 now, so he's He's a big boy.
Well, I think that's better than any anaesthetic or medicine for him.
Thank you. Thanks.
And there.